Hello boys and girls, welcome back to another fun story on Fun Story Factory. This one is called Pink Sheep by A.L. Bullard. So it's a very special book because little Poppy has to convince her brother that she has seen pink sheep. But does she really see pink sheep? Shall we read the book and find out? It's actually very exciting. Okay, let's begin. Poppy ran all the way home to tell her brother about the exceptional sheep and their unusual colour. Come with me and you will see pink sheep grazing over the hill around the oak tree. Poppy pleaded with a hopeful smile. I'll show you. They are down the road about half a mile. Poppy and her big brother Finn ran as fast as they could, but only white sheep in front of them stood. Poppy suggested after the chores are complete and the hay is in stacks, the two of them go looking and follow their tracks. Finn did not believe his sister had seen pink sheep. He replied, after chores it will be time to get some sleep. Suit yourself then, shrugged Poppy, thinking of their cute little noses and ears that are floppy. After the cows are milked and I stopped into town, I'll go myself and enjoy what I have found. There is no such thing as pink sheep, Finn replied. Poppy cried, you must believe me, I have not lied. After a long sunny day, chores were finally done. Poppy was on her way. Run, run, run. Sure enough, in front of her were breathtaking shades of pink sheep. She rubbed her eyes to make sure she wasn't asleep. Frolicking home to bring back Finn, Poppy couldn't help but keep her grin. Come with me, Finn, and you will see pink sheep grazing over the hill and around the oak tree. But once again, no pink sheep, only fluffy white ones they now see sleep. I promise there are many pink sheep that roam around, frolic and leap. The next afternoon, Poppy begged her brother for one last chance. Please come see the sheep, just one more glance. As they arrived, the sheep were white as snow. Come on, little sister, said Finn, it's time to go. Doesn't believe her, does he? Wait, Poppy whispered. Look over there. As Finn glanced over, a herd of pink sheep looked back with a stare. It's beautiful, said Finn, blinking his eyes. I'm sorry, Poppy. I thought you were telling lies. The sun was setting, painting pink all around. Poppy and Finn sat quiet and did not make a sound. It's moments like this you want to last, watching the pink sheep graze in the emerald green grass. The sun tucked away and the dark skies grew. Poppy giggled, look at them now, Finn, the sheep are all blue. We'll see you on the next adventure, says the author, and we will indeed. Did you enjoy this rhyming book? Do you know things that rhyme? Can you think of words like rhyme with mummy? Like tummy? What about book? Look or cook? So this was a rhyming book. And do you know why they looked pink? Have you guessed? The sun was setting. So how about you go out in the garden when the sun is setting and see if it gives a different glow and makes other things around your house and your garden change colour? And then write and tell me. See you soon on Fun Story Factory. Bye-bye for now. Oh, welcome back, boys and girls. It's Fun Story Factory time. We've got another great book for you. It's called Andre Goes Fishing. Can you see him holding the fishing rod? What else can you see? There's a fish at the end of that rod, isn't there? And there's a crab at the bottom. And he's got all the fish looking at him. And he's wearing all the right clothes. Do you go fishing? Shall we start this book now? Let's begin. Fishing, shouts Andre's dad. Andre is excited. He has never been fishing before. Look, he's playing with his toys. Andre puts on his new fishing vest and his new fishing hat. He grabs his new fishing pole and his new fishing tackle box. He is ready to go. "Let's pack it up," said Andre's dad. They head out the door. Suddenly, they stop. Andre points to the sky. "Look at those dark clouds," he cries as he walks onto the grass. Look, he's looking at the dark clouds. Can you see them? Suddenly, it starts to rain. Big raindrops are landing on his new fishing vest and his new fishing hat. They are landing on his new fishing pole and his new tackle box. Soon the rain is coming down harder and harder. "Oh no, what are we going to do?" asks Andre. "I want to go fishing." Andre's dad thinks for a minute. "I have an idea," he says. "Let's go back inside. Since we can't go fishing today, we will pretend we're fishing." Andre was confused. "How will we do that?" he asks. Do you like doing pretend things as well? Shall we see how they do pretend fishing? Andre and his dad dry themselves off and go back into the house. "We're going to use our imaginations," Dad says. Andre follows his dad into the house and down the hall. "Let's get on the fishing boat," says Andre's dad as he climbs up onto his bed. Andre climbs up next to his dad. "Don't get your feet wet," Dad says, laughing. Andre's dad throws some pillows on the floor. "Okay, Andre, these are our big fish." "Now we need a fishing pole," exclaims Andre. "You're right," Dad says as he runs to get a broom. "This will be our fishing pole. Let's see what we can catch." Should we have a look at them on the bed and with the pole? There we are. Can you see that? They're going to pretend to fish while they're on the bed, and the bed is the boat. Andre casts his fishing line for the very first time out into the water. "I think you caught something," Dad calls out. "It's something big. Reel it in." Andre pulls on the fishing pole as hard as he can. You see? "Wow!" shouts Andre's dad. "Look at the huge fish you caught." Andre proudly holds the fish up. "Let's catch more fish," Andre exclaims as he casts his fishing line out into the water again. This time Andre feels something very strong. "Dad, I've got something big," he yells. "Pull it up," Dad says as he helps Andre hold the fishing pole. "Pull, pull, pull." They both shout. They pull with all their might. Can you see? As they pull the fishing line up, Andre can't believe his eyes. "It's a shark!" Andre shouts. Here he is. There's the shark. Can you see what he's pulled out of the water? "Throw it back," Andre yells. They both grab the shark and toss it back into the water. "That was scary," says Andre. "Phew!" Andre and his dad catch many more fish. They even catch an octopus and a big sea monster. Can you see? After a long day of fishing, Andre is tired. "Thanks for taking me fishing today," he says, smiling. Andre never knew rainy days could be so much fun. Wasn't that such a lovely book? It shows that even on rainy days, you can still have a lot of fun. You can make believe, you can use your imagination, you can set your bed up to be what you want. In this book, Andre sets it up to be a boat. Yours could be a pirate ship, or it could be a magic carpet, or it could be a fairground. You've got to use your imagination. You can have a lot of fun. See you again soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe on Fun Story Factory. Bye-bye.